Let's go to KwaZulu-Natal now, where the ANC continues to lead, but can it recover its 2014 performance or has it lost support? It seems unlikely. eNCA reporter Mawande Kheswa joins us now live from the province's IEC Results Centre in Durban. Mawande, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We need you to put us in the picture. The last time we checked, the ANC looking like they took a major beating in the 2019 general elections in KwaZulu-Natal, dropping by something like 10 points, and the big talk being the IFP and the ground that they've been able to remake in KZN. Put us in the picture there.
Good morning. Well, yes, indeed. The ANC is still in the lead, and it looks like when we tally the total number of votes, the ANC is currently sitting at about 54.21%. They are in the lead. However, this is a drop when you compare to the 2014 results. But when it comes to the big winners, the IFP is certainly one of those parties that has made headway following the catastrophe that went down or that they experienced in the 2014 election. You've also got the DA in the mix of things, as well as the EFF. And when you look at the numbers, the ANC did go down. They were able to receive just over 1.9 million votes. And when we compare to the 2014 elections, they had received over 2.4 million votes. Now that is quite a significant drop, and if we look at the IFP in 2014, they had over 400,000 votes, and when you look at them this time around, they're sitting at over 580,000, which is a significant increase when you look at those numbers. And then when we move on to the DA, this time around they had over 500,000, and when we head over to 2014, they had over 400,000, and this time it's over 500,000. So again, they were able to actually increase and get themselves into a better position. However, that was not enough, as the IFP is now the official opposition, so they were able to make that headway. And when we move over to the EFF as well, they would certainly be happy with what has transpired at the polls. They are sitting at about 9.71%, which is an increase as well when you compare to 2014, where the EFF had about 1.85% there, and that is quite another significant increase. They had over 340,000 votes. If we compare to what they received, they had about over 70,000 in 2014. Again, it just shows that the other so-called smaller political parties have actually made headway. When you look at the DA, you look at the IFP, and you look at the EFF in comparison to the ANC. Now, we also had that breakout party that was formed, the NFP. They are sitting at over 56,000 votes this time around, with 1.57%. When we head back to 2014 and look there, they were sitting with over 280,000 votes, with about 7.31%. So two parties seem to have dropped here. It is the African National Congress as well as the National Freedom Party. So those are the two big losers. And when it comes to the winners, IFP, DA and EFF, certainly I would presume that the ANC would be happy with the fact that they've been able to still come out on top, but they would not be happy with the turnout in terms of the number of votes that they did receive. But something else to note with KZN is the fact that KZN had about 5.5 million registered voters. And in 2014, they had quite a similar number, so there wasn't much change there. But what is worrisome is the fact that voter turnout was over 3.6 million, with spoiled votes sitting at about 56,000. So that is something that is of a concern, and it's quite similar to what transpired in the 2014 election. So there is a pattern with the voter turnout as well as the number of registered voters moving on to the spoiled ballots.
We're going to leave it there. eNCA reporter Mawande Kheswa giving us a very a good picture of what the figures are looking like in KZN, and as you can see,